Hi everyone, Cheryl here today with KaDoodle Bug Designs, and today we're going to be doing the super cute Hooray for birthdays. And so I wanted to go ahead and do this one. Colleen had done this moose and I just thought it was super cute, so I just had to do it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you how I did the pieces and all that. So I did size this. This one's a little taller than I normally do. This one's 3.5 inches tall, but I still thought it would still be okay for doing the cards. So on my pieces, I did use the tea dye. I'm just going to show you really quick, and I did use chocolate chip, but you can choose any colors you choose to use in any cardstock. Now the cardstock I used is a craft cardstock. I did all the pieces that are for the moose is cut out in craft cardstock, just a smooth. And then I used a cream for the muzzle, and then I used another, I can't remember what color this is, it's basil, but it's a shimmery one. And so I used that for the antlers. And so let's go ahead and get started. So I already prepped all my pieces, so hopefully this will go by quicker. So for the edge, I used the chocolate chip, and I just kind of came in around the edge. And you can do that as dark as you want, or if you don't want to, you can leave it and just do the tea dye. So on the tea dye one, I went ahead and just took my piece, and then I took the little dauber and I went in a circular motion and just kind of pushed in. So I'm on the glass, but I'm kind of circular coming in onto, and that's how I like the rounded for that. If you want to work on this flat surface and you don't want to hold the pieces, you can get a nice distressed shaded edge, and you can come in as far as you want, or you know, as little. And so those are all done. I just did the tea dye, the same thing. I took the tea dye and did circular on the antlers. And so just come in, you can come circular coming down. And again, same thing. So I did that on that, and the same thing on the muzzle. And I'm going to come in a little bit more on the muzzle. And that's it. Okay, so we're done with those. So the next thing we want to do is start laying our pieces down. And so on this one, I'm going to lay down these antlers first. And I'm just going to use some art glitter glue. You can use any glue that you like, and that works well. I know everybody has their own preference on that. And so we'll go ahead and get these on. This little moose is super cute. It comes in a set. There's two of them. One peeking from behind the cupcake. And then this one, I thought this one was cute because you could put happy on the little banner, or love, or whatever you want on there. And so I just thought it would be really cute. So the next thing I'm going to do is do the ears. So the way I did these little ears for the placement is, and I've already got those prepped, is I kind of came up, if you look like on this one, I kind of came up past this small one, and that's kind of how I got the placement. And you'll find wherever the placement that you like, maybe. I just thought it looked cute like that. And so that's where I did the little ears, and you can press those down. And so the next thing you want to do is, you could come in with the hat next. However, I slid the hat under the head, so I'm going to hold off on that and just show you how I do it. But you could, if you wanted to, add the hat now. I've prepped the hat as well. So we're going to add the arms, and those are already done up in the tea dye and chocolate chip. And those little daubers that I'm using, I did get those off of Amazon. I have to say, I do buy a lot of the replacement things that I need off of Amazon. And those little round ones, this is the first time that I've purchased those. And they're just a generic. They're not, I don't think they were any name brand. But I do like the flat ones too. So I use both. So the legs, you can come down or you can come up. I kind of came up quite a bit on mine. And kind of like so. And then you can press those down. And one is overlapping a little bit on that. Well, just a tad. And so and that's fine. And so I've got my arms and my legs. I want to go ahead and get the body on next. I was hoping having most of this prepped would let it go, you know, the video shorter and smoother. So I'm going to go ahead and place this on. Now I'm not too worried. There will be a little bit of white area left on this, but the muzzle will cover that, so I'm not too concerned with that. And we could go ahead also and get these little feet on, and so we can just put one there and then one there, and so we can just get those on. Might as well get those on now. Okay, and so we're ready for the head. And I'm going to kind of show you how I did these eyes. So the eyes are definitely done different, and so is the hat. I kind of did a two-step on the hat, and I'll kind of just show you on another piece of cardstock. But the layering on this one is pretty simple, I think. It's just the little banner and just getting everything placed where we need to. Whoops. Okay, so we have the little head on, and I'm going to leave these go last. So I want to do this muzzle next, and I want to show you the eyes. So we're going to just, so the muzzle, see how the muzzle comes down some? It's going to cover all that white area. So now on the eyes, there's two ways you can do this, and I was going to prep one, and I completely forgot because I left the room and went upstairs for a while. So on the eyes, you could do it. I'm just using a marker, stamping up. Oops, let's use the bigger part. So you could do it like this. I'm going to just show you. So you could do like a little teardrop where you'd just be drawing the teardrop. Okay. So you could do like that. Because when I bring this black piece in, I kind of bring it up. Oops, I bring it up and over. So you'd see a little bit of green. So you could always come back in with more green once it's on. Okay, so that's one way to do these little teardrop eyes. Now the other way is you could just get these placed, put the black part on, and then come in. So I'm going to do both and just show you. So let's go ahead and put, whoops, both of those up. So for the little muzzle, I'm going to take, and usually on a lot of my videos, if you watched, I leave a big area right here with no glue so I could slide the eyes in. This one, we don't have to worry about that so much because we're going to just slide a little bit in. And so I'll kind of get the placement for that. And I haven't pressed it down. Now what I want to do is find the placement for these little teardrops. And I'm thinking one here. Now you can leave them as far apart or however you want. I don't know. I just kind of put them on and then just go with it. So if you want them out more, you can put them out more. If you want them in, it's really whatever you choose. But now you have to remember, if you're going to offset that little black part of the eye, you'll know that that black part's going to come in a tad. And just so you know. And then if you're going to add eyelashes or anything like that, you could take that into consideration. So we need to kind of push that down. I want to grab some of that glue. And then So, and you don't have to, on that black piece, you can go ahead and we can push that down now. Those aren't that far down. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. I don't want to add too much because then it'll be come out all over. So I bring this little black part in and up a little bit. And then you could do the same, or you could just put this on and have it even with all the white, you know what I mean? Like, and instead of bringing this in to have more white, you can bring the black all the way in. So you see how I didn't leave a big area? Like some of them I've left an area, like this one has a bigger gap. This one is closer together. And this one looks fine. So now what you could do is you could take your pen and come in and just draw the green on around it. Now what I did was I did leave up that muzzle, and it's going to be kind of harder for me to get here because so you can just kind of get that in like so. And if you want to come back to this side, you can, you know, to get them a little even. I think that looks fine. Okay. I think that's all right. And then if there's any white up here. So that's another way you can get the green on. And then I did do both of these different, where you can see on this one I actually covered the whole eye, and then I was going to show you bringing the pen right over the glossy accents. So that's what I used on the eyes, was the glossy accents. And I'm going to just go ahead and put the dots on this and get those on. And then it's a very light little one right next to it. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you now the cheeks, and we're going to do the eyes really quick. So on the cheeks, I'm just using Stampin' Up! Chalk and a number 4 brush. I did buy, and I didn't bring them out today in this video, but these are the ones I normally will use. I kind of just grab whatever. I got these, a set of 12, I believe, off of Amazon, and it does come with the number 4. I happened to grab this number 4, which is fine. They both do the same thing. So I just do a little circular of pink chalk. Now, if you think, oh, that looks too round, you want to soften it up, you can come in with some white chalk or a lighter pink and try to soften that up a little bit. And then I just want to blow that off. And so his eyes, I could have pressed them down a little more. I'm going to erase some of that. That seemed to be a little dark. I didn't want to erase it all, but I'm going to come in. Let's see if I can come in with a lighter. Ooh, that doesn't look like it's much lighter, does it? Let's see. Usually, it may be this brush. Okay, there's the lighter one. Okay, well, we don't have to worry about that too much because we'll add some little dots. Oops. And the little nib on this should probably be wiped off. So they definitely have to be wiped off. I should have prepped that, but yeah, the nib may have. Okay, I'll have to clean that up. And so now on the eyes, and then, oh, we should probably add, before I forget, these little guys, right? And I knew that was going to happen. Too big of a... clean some of that up. Okay, because this is a little nostrils. So cute. I love when these come together. They're just so much fun. And it's nice to have them ready for a project. Sorry, you guys, my voice. It's nice to have them ready. I'm going to grab some more white. I really like when that's soft. Okay. And so on the eyelashes, the way I did the eyes on this one is I just came in and did a liner right here. I'm going to try to zoom in for you. If you're watching on a cell phone, you'll definitely want to click this right corner and see full screen so you can see, because I'm going to be turning this to get where I can see, hopefully. I could feel there's glue left here. So it's nice when you take this and clean up any glue around the eye when they're setting down. But I obviously didn't because I can tell. So on these little eyes, I did very light little strokes. And I'm going to have a little bit of a challenging time to get. So I'm using the 005. I'm actually thinking of getting a 003. The 003 would be even smaller than this one. And I'm thinking, because I've been working on these eyes, I have to tell you on another one, it's the little baby. And I really wanted eyelashes, but I'm telling you, I had the hardest time figuring out how I wanted to do the lashes because they just, even with this pen, they seem to come out really dark. And so I did them several times. I did them up and I was just like, and so finally I got them where I think I like them. Okay, so I think this looks good on this one. But yeah, so I was thinking I may do a video on that one showing different ways you can do the lashes. So now I'm going to just use the angled little brush. And I'm going to add in a little bit of black. And just bring that to the top. I love adding the chalk because I think it just smooths everything out and blends it all together. Kind of like when we do makeup. If we do makeup, I rarely do mine, but like shadow and stuff like that. But when you do, you want to, kind of blend it. And so you could always come back in and figure out, do you want the lashes to show a little bit darker? Do you want them longer? However, whatever you like. You can just figure. And then I did come in with a little tad bit of green. And so you can do that. I've been adding colors like on, and I had on the one, I think I even came in with a blue down below, but I'm not going to do that on this one. I think on quite a few of them, I just kind of do them a little different. Okay, so the eyes are done. We can go ahead and get this hat on. So on the hat, the head I left up a little bit, and I don't worry too much about that because I can always get the glue back under there. And so on this hat, I did do it a little different. So if you wanted to, you could tuck it under the ear. But I don't think it needs that because I'll tell you why. Your little band right here is going to cover that. And I like the way this lays, just the way I did it. It doesn't, it's not lifted too much. So I do like the way that turned out. So on that little band, or the little stripes on the hat, what I did was I came in, those little stripes are a green color like this. And I came in with some smooch just because I have this. So if you have whatever and you feel like you want to do that, I thought I want to use this. I don't use it very often. So I came in and went over the stripes with this first. And then I came in with a really pretty waterfall stickles and went over that with this. And I'll just show you on one. So I just kind of came in and did a little bit of the stickles over it and let it dry, and that way it would be prepped for the video. And so let's go ahead and get the top part on. So on this top piece and on the piece that goes right here, I did use stickles and cotton candy, and I will show that one. So I'm just putting enough glue back here. I may have put too much. And then we do have a little thing to match that up. It's right down here, the little notch for that. And so you'll kind of have an idea where you want to put that. And then we need to get this little piece on and just press that down. And then we can get, I'm going to let those dry a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and get these little flags on. So on the flags, you can distress them if you want. You can use markers. On one of mine, I used markers. On this one and the other one, I didn't use anything. I just left them plain. I figured if I felt like it later, if I wanted to come in and do the edge, I could always do that when I'm ready. And we'll do the pink. And then the red. And then the other red. I love these birthday ones. This would be so cute on a card or even a scrapbook page. Okay, so we're done with all that. We just need to get this piece on, and then I'm going to show you the last pieces to do. So the bigger part goes to this end. If you'll see, there's a thinner and then the wider. I'm still close up. Sorry, you guys. And hopefully I don't have glue all over my hands. But I just want to line these up right about like so. Get that one. Whoops. When I came off of that, didn't I? I did come on that flag a little bit. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and put the hands on. So I can see the hand goes right here. So we'll get one there. And then we have one over here. So we can kind of see where the white is. And so that's where we want to cover. Super fun. Okay. And I don't worry about if there's any white showing from my backing piece. You could always cut the backing in this color, the craft color. I chose not to on this set. Sometimes I'll cut them in the same color. That way you don't have the white there. But if you do have the white there, you could always come in, and I would probably use a marker. Let me grab a lighter marker. That one's leather. Let's see what leather looks like. We can probably just come in. So you could always just come in and just go around. It doesn't matter what kind of marker it is, really, if it's thin enough. And so you could just do that throughout all of them if you'd like. So on the top hat, I went ahead and used the cotton candy stickles. And then I'm going to show you the eyes really quick, and we're done. Well, we could have added the white pen as well, so we can probably do that really quick. So I just came in and did some little marks. And then on the hands. And of course I do them here. And then you can come here and here. And if you wanted to, very lightly there. And I think that's it. And so now the last thing to do is those eyes. I'm just using glossy accents is what I'm going to use. And I'm going to actually do the entire eye on this one because I really liked the way it looked. So I'm just going to squeeze that out all over and I'll let it dry. I'll set it aside and let that dry because right now it looks a little cloudy, right? So we just want to let it dry. Now you could always just do it on the black, or you could do it on the black and the green. It's really up to you. On this one I did the black. This one I think I did it, yeah, I did it on this one. So now I can come back in with my paint marker. Let's see if I got that. Oh yeah, see, I could see that whole bottom nib. I'll have to pull this nib out, but you can just come in right on top of the glossy accents. I love that. And do the white so it really just stands out really nice. And so there you have it. And so I do hope you enjoyed my video today. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos, please follow. And if you have any questions, leave me a comment, let me know. And let me know what you thought of my video. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day.